yours.
Okay, so Mike, I got some bad news.
What?
You're not gonna like this.
Uh-oh.
Um, Vincent,
Oh, recording right now. Okay.
yeah, the
Go ahead.
Vincent Cantoni.
Oh, no.
Um,
Let me guess. He
what?
wants to come back on the show.
Not just that. I was doing the editing, and you know how it cut off at an hour and 40 minutes, and
Yeah.
we had to start all over again.
Oh, we're going to
It
continue
did
from that.
not
Oh,
fully.
shit.
I lost it all.
Throw in my language.
Clem Champ completely. I don't know what happened, but I cannot
The other half
get it
is
back.
gone. We just got the first half. The other half is gone.
Yeah,
Great. Now, so let's go. Let's do what happened last few times with a few guests. We had to report some of it.
yeah,
Well, might as well remember last time we had the last few people on. We had problems. We see recording or we recorded.
yeah,
It was fine then.
yeah.
Let's do this again. But
All
I'll take your
right.
phone, Jeremy. Let's get this over with. Try to get what we can from him.
Yeah,
I'm just frustrated. This thing keeps happening. I know
yeah,
it's new to Facebook, and we're trying to do our best.
yeah, yeah. But at least we're able to record and do it live
Yeah.
now
Did you tell me about your
versus.
kitty cat?
Yeah,
You look at your kitty cat. How we got
yeah,
a scratch on him?
yeah,
Okay. And as I saw the red mark, I know it was a spot or a scratch. Okay.
yeah,
I was kind of worried.
yeah.
Probably better
All
keep
right,
like.
let's call this guy.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I don't think he's gonna be too happy though,
It's probably not.
like us.
Yeah. What did he
Yeah.
do?
Hey,
Christ.
Vincent.
What? Hey, Christ. What do you guys want?
Um,
Explain to me what happened.
okay, so I was trying to edit the videos and get them all clumped up into one whole video, and you're really gonna hate this, but the part two did not successfully record as well as we hoped. So we gonna
It
have
happened to,
to.
yeah, it happened to
Uh,
us before. We're still trying to get used to this YouTube. We did it before with a couple of other guys. We had to record them. This is not the first time it's happened. Just trying to still figure out how to do this.
So let me get this straight, huh? You tried to edit the video.
You
You
always get short.
and you did it the wrong way. It didn't work, you schmuck. So now we gotta re-record this shit. Is that what I'm hearing right now?
No, not the whole thing.
not
Just,
the whole
we got the
thing,
first half
just
on
part
it.
two.
Just
Just
we'll do
part
the
two.
part
God.
two. See what the questions we didn't
Oh.
do. First, didn't make it
Oh,
up.
thank God.
Yeah,
Just part two.
yeah,
Okay.
it's on our YouTube. We checked everything out. It's on the Facebook. First half was fine. The second
Yeah.
half was having the problems. Like I say, it's been having problems. Was done on laptop's been having problems for a while. So just kind of bear with us a little bit. And
But
the
still,
first one
come
happened
on,
too.
man.
It's the first one that happened to. We did a podcast a few weeks ago. We had to redo the whole entire podcast a couple hours later after he put on the wrong thing. And they're kind of mad, but we did the questions with them.
Oh yeah.
They're okay about it, so it happens. We're just new. We're just only a year old. We're just so new doing this. So.
All
And
right.
I'm
Well,
not upset. I'm not upset, but we're gonna get the
okay.
second half.
I will be the bigger man. Okay. I will be the bigger man. I will forgive y'all for
Yeah.
this mess. But we are gonna do this the right way. We gonna do this the Cantoni way. Capiche?
Gotcha. Any way you want to do it. Well, Jeremy.
Now, give me an intro again, because
Okay.
the fans need to get reacquainted with my glory, with my greatness.
Okay, go ahead,
All
Jeremy.
right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the J08, also known as Jeremy J. Guillory. We got
Classic Mike here.
and Vincent Cantoni.
Oh, you got
back
it
with
right
it.
this time. Good job, Mark. Good job.
Okay.
That's
So
the
we
Already better than episode 1.
yeah.
Already.
So we effed up in part of the recordings here. So where we left off was we were talking about jobbers in the industry, enhancement talent, but on that topic, let's talk about paying your dues. So, AJ Styles' son recently had a show at GCW. I'm pretty sure you've heard about this. It's all in all the wrestling outlets. He was at a GCW event where he supposedly main evented his second or third match, and he just walks out on them saying that all he was there to do was just wrestle. He does not need to clean up the ring or anything like that. And it pissed everyone there off. And I mean,
It would
everyone
piss
there
me
off.
off too. It would piss me off too. I don't give a fuck who your daddy is. You're here to pay your dues. Your daddy paid his dues getting in the business. Guess what? Just because you're the son of AJ Styles does not mean you get any special treatment, because you're a worker just like the rest of us. Pay your goddamn dues.
Yes.
I do.
Or nobody, and I mean nobody, will respect you.
Or hire you.
So
They will respect your in-ring work, but as a worker in general, for every aspect of this business, as a person, you will lose respect if you do not pay your dues. Because it shows you that you are in it for yourself, not for anybody else that you're working with, not for the company that hires you, not for the fans, not for any of it. You are there for yourself if you do not pay your dues.
Yes.
It's respect for the business.
Yes. So, how would you define on the term "pay your dues"? How's that defined in the wrestling business?
Show up early, help with setup, the chairs, the entranceway, the ring, the sound equipment. Shake everybody's hand, whether you like them or you don't. It's called respect. Respecting your elders, respecting the veterans in the locker room. Like, I got news for AJ Styles' son. He's green as goose shit, man. Pay your fucking dues. Help with setup. Help with takedown. That, and if you have to, go post flyers for the event on fucking phone poles or in a gas station window.
Yeah.
It lets the company know that you're serious, not just about your career, but about making sure the show as a whole is a success.
Definitely.
Yes.
That's what paying your dues is. It's not just going there, showing up, wrestling, and then leaving. Paying your dues is doing every aspect of this business, from building the ring and the setup to teardown, to advertising for the shows. Paying your dues is doing the things that everybody else who's just learning this business is doing.
I agree with you.
And I don't care how long you've been in this business. You never stop paying your dues, because it shows the respect you have for the business as a whole. I've been in the business for 8 years now. I started from the bottom as a referee. I worked my way up to getting on wrestling shows as a wrestler, because contrary to belief, referees are trained to wrestle as well. Referees have to know everything a wrestler does.
Have you?
And referees have a lot more responsibility than people give them credit for, too.
Have you ever met a referee that was actually a former wrestler as well, other than?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yep,
quite a few, actually.
There's a lot out there.
Yeah.
That's how you learn a sport, you know. You gotta go both ways.
Yeah.
That's how you learn it.
And
What starting off my career as a referee taught me was ring presence. Ring presence, making my presence known, connecting with the fans, and watching and learning. Match structure. everything. That's why starting off as a referee is a really good idea.
Oh, by the way, we got a new mascot. This cat keeps coming out every time we're doing the last few episodes. So this cat's gonna be part with us. See him on his shoulder. Cat won't leave him alone. So he's on our new show now.
Yeah. If you watch my YouTube videos, especially the shorts, she's in almost every single one of them. So
Yep. I'm like, you know now, because she doesn't like
Yeah,
being.
my dog is somewhere around here.
yeah.
This kid don't like to be
So
alone.
let's talk about some other stuff about your career. What was your what championships have you won? I'm not sure if we talked about that in the last one, but what were your championships that you've won?
I haven't really won any singles titles yet, much to my chagrin.
Mm-hmm.
I've been number one contender, but just haven't grabbed that brass ring yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm telling any champion on the indies right now, you got a target on your back, and the one coming after you is yours truly.
Yep. You gotta keep plugging away.
However, I have been hometown pro wrestling tag team champion.
So, and how would you describe your finisher move?
Okay, my finisher. I'll say this: it'll give my opponent a really bad headache.
Yeah, a lot of pitchers will do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having your forehead planted into the mat isn't exactly something that's great for the old dome, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a brainbuster type of move or pile driver?
It's a headlock driver.
Okay.
Headlock turned to a pile driver. Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen that people use that move.
Yeah.
So.
Dean Ambrose, aka John Moxley, used to use it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we used to use in WWE.
It was the Dirty Deeds before the double arm hook was.
That was
Yep.
Dirty Deeds.
Right.
I got a question for you. A few months ago, they were talking. AEW was talking to Tony Things wants to step back. And rumor has it that Shane McMahon's going to take over. If he does, would you think AEW would be a lot better with him taking over? He's just going to be the president. He's not going to be in no storyline because he runs his own organization in Australia, if I remember right. I suppose finance those things in. They want to bring him in to take over Tony so Tony can relax a little bit. What do you think about that happens? The biggest rumor for the last 2 years.
Personally, I like Tony Khan as a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
All respect in the world to him.
Yeah.
As a businessman, as a wrestling promoter, back down now.
That's what he wants to do. Is try to.
I'm not saying step away from the company altogether. You can still have the business aspect of it, but leave the booking and storyline decisions to somebody else, please. Because I hate to say this, the way you're booked, Tony, I hope you're listening. The way you are booking the storylines for that company are like a fan, a Mark fan at that doesn't know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to learn how to truly be great at booking events, talk to Vince McMahon. Talk to Triple H. Learn from the best. And I am not saying, and please, for all that is holy, for the love of all that's holy, stay away from Vince Russo.
Yes. Nobody likes him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying about Shane McMahon going. What do you think about Shane taking over and trying to show Tony the way he was taught by his father? So everybody's telling me it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Because he knows business too, like his father, so.
Shane learned from the best. And I'm not even just talking about his dad.
Nope.
He learned from his dad, from Bruce Pritchard,
Yep.
from Triple H,
Learned a lot.
from Eric Bischoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He learned from the greats.
Yep. That's why Tony wants to bring him in to help him out a little bit, how to figure things out. That's why he wants to bring him in. But she hasn't made him an answer yet.
Shane, if you love the pro wrestling business, and I don't just mean WWE, if you love pro wrestling and want to help this company out, sign the dotted line.
We'll see in the future, see what happens. Got any questions, Jeremy?
What would you say would be your biggest dream match?
Now, when you say my biggest dream match, do you mean ones that are possible or ones that will never happen, but I would love for it to?
Any
Any.
type of match you ever wanted or you want in the future.
If I had godlike power to raise somebody from the dead, I would bring back Chris Benoit, and I would bring back Eddie Guerrero, because those are two that I would love to have gotten a chance to step in the ring with.
Yes.
I'll probably get a lot of shit for that Chris Benoit answer, though.
No, a lot of people with Tom Pitcher about more positive lately because WWE's been doing like one or two matches they brought back so far. Chris Benoit being the opponent, but not too many. They're kind of limbo right now because Vince don't own it anymore. But Hall of Fame wise, never. But everything else, it's like how much they're from their vault on YouTube with Chris Benoit. I don't know if they slipped it in or returned to slowly bring him back or.
You see, the thing with Chris Benoit was it wasn't entirely his fault if it even was him to begin with. Now, there are conspiracy theories out there.
Right.
That it was actually Kevin Sullivan who did it and staged it to look like a double murder-suicide.
Right.
And that would be believable.
Yep.
Because of the hate that Kevin had for Chris for taking woman.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. They took it right into the ring. I saw that match when it happened on TV.
And they were really going at each other because they had real life heat.
Yeah, I saw him was running the show at the time when that happened. He was running WCW at the time. After Dusty left.
Yeah.
WWE.
So, what would you say would be some disagreements that you've had with management or while you were wrestling or storylines or anything like that?
When I was supposed to turn heel, I was doing a face run with my faction at the time we called ourselves Southern Justice. They brought me in as a New Yorker who had moved to Texas, trying to make it like a whole, okay, he could be one of us kind of thing. Right. So we had just turned face, really. We were face for like a few months. Mm-hmm. And I told them, I was like, listen, guys, as much as I love doing what I do for the fans, I'm not a babyface. I'm a heel. Mm-hmm. Leave me heel.
Yeah.
They didn't listen to me. I'm a good babyface, don't get me wrong, but I do my best work when I'm heel.
Yep.
How they booked my heel turn when they did eventually get to that, because they saw that I was right, that I should have stayed heel. The way they booked my heel turn, I did not agree with, because if anything, it made them look like they were turning heel, not me.
Okay.
So we go out there, we lose a match, and then they turn on me. A heel faction that we were feuding with at the time comes out, and I join them. But the fact that they turn on me, doesn't that make them seem like they're the heels and that the roles are just being reversed and that the other faction's turning face to save me? Like that's how it would that's how it looks, right?
Yeah.
Right. I've seen it before in our factions too. It's not the first time it's been done. It's been done a long time. Never made sense to me.
Yeah, like that made no sense to me because it made them seem like the bad guys.
Right. Very much.
And I told them that, and they went with that idea anyway. I was like, whatever. I didn't agree with it, but I did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Because in this business, even if you don't agree with something, you honor your word of the agreement. You do what you are asked to do, what you are paid to do.
Mm-hmm.
You might not like it, but that's business. You're not gonna like everything that happens in a business setting. That's life too.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything is going to go your way. You just roll with the punches and take it.
Did you have a question, Mike?
Yeah. I guess question to everybody. Women's wrestling. I know it's come a long way, but people thought, it was back in the 80s, they had this organization called Glow, Gorgeous Ladies Wrestling. Ever heard of that?
Yep. I know a few of their
documentary?
I know a few of the ladies that used to work for Glow back in the day. They were friends with my dad when I was a kid, so I know all about Glow.
Okay, basically everybody kept asking why Ivory says she think of Guerrero. Well, I watched the documentary. Mondo Guerrero trained those wrestlers. Nobody knew that. So what do you think about him trying to continue get women's wrestling back? I'm training the women didn't know how to wrestle. What do you think about that?
I think that Glow was underrated.
Yeah, well,
I think that women's wrestling always should have been bigger than it was, as big as it is today.
Yeah.
Because women, and I say this as a man, can do anything a man can, if not better.
That's right.
There are some women wrestlers out there that I will say are better than the men.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Same here.
Charlotte Flair is one of them.
Definitely. She's really talented.
She is extremely talented, and contrary to belief, she did not get to where she's at just because of who her dad is. She did it through hard work, training, and dedication. She paid her dues.
Yeah. But
she may have started in NXT. She didn't wrestle on the indies. She started in NXT. But that does not mean any less. She paid her dues while she was at the Performance Center. She helped with everything. She was respectful. And that's what this business needs.
Yeah, but she did it for her brother. She wasn't interested in wrestling, but her brother Reed was interested in wrestling, and they were so close to pass away, she decided to do it for him. That's the reason why she joined wrestling.
Yep, and she ended up getting into it herself.
Yep.
And now she loves it.
Idea. That's the idea why she did it.
Not to mention that they were both part of storylines back in '99 when their father was in WCW when they were feuding with David.
My favorite storyline is that involved one of Flair's kids is the one going into WrestleMania 18 when Ric Flair was working the Undertaker.
Yeah.
The vignette that the Undertaker did going to the training facility, visiting Ric Flair's son.
Yeah.
Reed, yeah, he was trying to train before he died.
Mm-hmm.
She was there too. She was always there when he was training. She wanted to watch him. That's how she got into it. So close.
Yeah. Did any of you watch Raw last night?
No.
Unfortunately, I missed it. I was at work.
I didn't watch it. I was so busy.
Okay. Okay, so the closing segment of Raw last night.
Don't spoil it for me.
It's probably gonna
I'm going to watch it after we finish this. Do not say shit about it.
They better shut up.
Let me stop you right there.
If you didn't watch it, you probably watch it the next night because you can record it and watch it next night, or you can go on And he's, well, whatever channel it was on, go on there. Netflix has it.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. I have a Netflix account. Thank you very much. I can go watch it. I do not need to hear what happens. I've been avoiding social media all day because I don't want to have it spoiled for me.
Shut up, Jeremy. That's why I haven't mentioned
Don't
anything about it.
be that guy. Don't be
I used to do it all the time as a kid, but I don't do it no more. I learned my lesson.
Okay, so we'll skip that part for right now, then. We'll not worry
We
about...
can talk about it as friends after I watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are my friends. I will say that openly. You guys are my friends. We will talk about it
Yep.
next time. Next
That's
time.
fine.
Perfectly fine.
What's your next question, Jeremy?
So, what is something that you would change in the industry if you were in control of... What is one thing that you would change for wrestling as a whole for today?
Weed the pussies out of my business. You know what I'm talking about. The ones that can't take a hit, that ones that get in it just for the money. The ones that think that it's fake and get into wrestling because they think it's fake, and then they don't want to get hurt because they don't realize what they're getting themselves into. Yeah, get them out of my way. Because I will go out of my way to hurt you for disrespecting my business.
Yeah, that's what happened to a guy who was a manager in AEW, Don Callis. He was wrestling one match in Canada, and he didn't want to do it no more. So he stayed out of business for a while. Then became a manager, and WWE hired him, and he became a manager after that. He's like one person that was want to wrestle, but he's just managing. He couldn't take it.
That's okay. If you know you're not strong enough to do it, and you realize that you're not strong enough to be able to take the hits all the time and everything, changing to a manager or a referee or to a backstage role, that's okay because at least you tried it. What I'm talking about is the ones that will go out of their way and say, oh, don't do this, or this, because I don't want to get hurt. Well,
like mass transit.
This is I hate to break the news to you. This is not ballet. This is a contact sport, pussy. Get out of my business. This is a contact.
Contact sport.
Oh, and on top of that, when did wrestling training get soft? Now, I know I was trained old school, thank God.
My wrestlers were trained old school. They wanted to.
I was trained old school because the school that I went to trained old school. I'm talking about New York Wrestling Connection, one of the best wrestling schools on the East Coast.
Yes, it is. I've heard of it.
I used to work for them. I used to train there for a long time. Honestly, I give all the props of my career to how I started, to NYWC.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to NYWC.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
Hopefully, I'm hoping to get booked there again soon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I know about it because I live in the state of New York, so that's how I know about it.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get booked for them again. Hopefully soon. Yeah. But because I haven't worked for them for years, but I'm wanting to make a comeback up that way. Figured NYWC is the place to go. But back to what I was saying, NYWC trains old school. That's why I love NYWC. A lot of schools nowadays don't train old school because they want to keep their students. They're interested in making the money. They're not interested in keeping the feel of pro wrestling, the integrity of the of what wrestling is.
Yeah.
Like NYWC does. We, like NYWC, we believe the strong survive. Survival of the fittest. That's how wrestling was. That's how wrestling should be. You're good.
Yeah, my mom was on the phone again. She asked me another question. She's moving, so she asked me so many questions.
As I was saying, that's how wrestling should be. Survival of the fittest, not survival of who has the most money to pay a wrestling school.
Yeah. So
When I was in wrestling school, when I was training, wrestling was the equivalent of boot camp, where only the strongest survive.
Yep.
That's how it should be. If I was in charge of everything pro wrestling related, I would make it that way again.
Yep.
so
Because now everybody wants to take it easy on the students so they can keep the students, and they're not worried about if someone's actually tough enough to make it in this business. They're interested in their money.
Yeah.
Wrestling hasn't always been just about money. It's been about money, because it's a business.
Yeah.
Right.
But for the ones that are not tough enough to make it in this business are the ones that make it look fake because they don't want to take the hits. They don't want to deal out the hits. They don't want to get hurt. This is a contact sport. You're going to get hurt. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Deal with it or get out.
So let's try to expand on that scenario over there. Let's say there's a wrestler who loves just the one-on-one matches, but does not want to do any hardcore stunts with foreign objects, weapons, whatever. They're okay with doing steel cage matches, but they just flat out say no hardcore matches, no street fights, no death matches, or anything like that. What would you have to say to them? Would you say that they are still a good wrestler, or do you think that they would be considered a pussy for not wanting to do any kind of things with any of the props?
I understand not wanting to do it. I get that. But in this business, you do what you have to do. You do what you're told to do. You do what you're paid to do.
Yeah.
If that means you have to go out there and do a hardcore match, you go out there and you do that damn hardcore match to the best of your ability. Make sure you're safe. Make sure your opponent's safe. Use the props correctly. You're still going to feel it because it does hurt. But there are ways to do it safely where you don't seriously injure yourself because it is entertainment. We use our bodies to tell these stories. We use these weapon props to tell our stories. That's what wrestling is. You can't avoid it. So the ones that flat out refuse to do it, they, I will say, is a pussy. And to get the fuck out of my business because you don't care about making your opponent look good, the company look good. You're worried about yourself.
Yeah, it's like one time I was my cousin's second husband was a wrestler in East Coast Indies, and he talked to me about wrestling. He said, talk about the holds. I said, well, that's cool. And he tried to hold on me. It was the figure four leg lock. I'm not telling the secret, but what he did after he put it on, I felt the pain. So I know how it is really painful. My knee was sore for a week. So
the figure four does hurt.
He did do it too hard. He just did it gently so he wouldn't break my leg. Because I wanted to feel it, so it hurt.
Yes, the figure four will definitely make you sore, and if you put enough pressure on it, it can break your leg. It is a real submission.
As we try
everything, like I said, everything we do in that ring hurts.
Yes, it does. I know that.
It's real in that aspect.
Yep.
We are athletes. You have to be athletic to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for those who think that everything in there is fake, go into that ring, do a couple bumps on that mat. I mean, I'll tell you this much.
The mat is this thin.
Yeah.
Yep. I can
The
see
wood
that.
under it is about this thick.
I can see that.
And under that is steel.
Yeah.
There is nothing soft about that ring. And the mat has very little give, if any at all.
Yes.
You're going to be sore after taking those bumps.
It is
and on top of that,
yes.
It is not trampoline. It is not soft
it is
fabric.
not a spring.
No spring attached to it. It's just steel, wood, 2x4 wood, and very thin padding.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And many of the places that train over here, they will train you without the
In a
padding
boxing
on.
ring. Or in a boxing ring,
Yeah.
where the mat is even thinner.
Yeah.
He's allowed to
So-
do boxing.
So I've been to about 2 or 3 promotions over here where they did a training course. And the first thing that they did was they removed the padding from the mat. And they said, okay, everyone get in the middle of the ring and you're going to take some bumps. And they had to literally get on and they would do power bombs, slams, everything you can think of to go down onto the mat and have to distribute your weight onto nothing but
And distribute your weight evenly.
that's the key word,
Land-
evenly.
Evenly. Land flat. Because if you don't, you are in for a world of pain.
Yes. And they
Ask
will
me
know.
how I know that, gentlemen.
They will know
Yep.
if you land wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because they will see it.
yes. And it won't be subtle. Everyone will see it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to feel it.
Yep. You know that.
You do not want to land wrong on that after doing it 200 times.
Yeah, you've done it. I know that.
Yes.
And don't even get me started on running the ropes. Because you know that was part of that training too.
Yeah.
How long do they have you running the ropes? 5, 10 minutes at a time without stopping and then switching out?
Sometimes
20
30.
minutes maybe? 30? When I started, we did it for over an hour.
Yeah.
That's the old school way. Yep.
Yeah, and guess what? People think that it's easy. Well, people say that's the easiest thing about wrestling. No, no, it is not.
That takes a
Bring
lot
the
of
wire.
cardio.
The rings
It-
are wire. Not
it-
ring, they're wire.
They're wire, or they're actually a bull rope with masking tape around it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bull rope. I was trying to think of that too.
Yeah,
Yes.
wire, real rope with tape around it.
Mhm.
Yeah, what gets it had that bounce to it is how tight we have them wound up.
Yes, they gotta be tight.
They are, and let me tell you, they have no give. So there is a certain way to run the ropes without hurting yourself. But if you run the ropes the wrong way,
You'll hurt.
you'll hurt.
Yep.
But if you run the ropes, even if you run the ropes the right way, it's a hell of a cardio. And if you do not have a good enough cardio to be able to last long or go the distance,
Mhm.
guess what? 5 minutes in the ring is going to feel like 5 hours.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hey, Jeremy Cameron's out again.
Yeah, I'm fixing it right now.
Okay, I got a question for you. Backyard wrestling. Now we know that Brody Lee started in backyard wrestling when he was younger, and when he lives in Rochester. And he was trained until he finally got to a school after they saw him wrestle in an actual ring. Now, do you recommend anyone to do backyard wrestling like he did, or can I stay away from that? Because I've seen a lot of wrestling turn violent. Because a lot of guys don't know, but you know.
I would not suggest it. In fact, I would say stay the hell away from it.
Yes.
As fun as it is, I would know. I was a kid too.
Yeah, same here. I didn't
But
know backyard
When
wrestling.
I realized how dumb I was for doing it, guess
Yep.
what? I stopped immediately and waited
Yeah.
until I was of age to start training.
Yes, there's some people out there.
That's the right way to do it.
Yep, there's some people are idiots out there. But the way Brody Lee did it, he did it safely. He didn't do crazy crap, you know. He just did like slams and stuff like that on the mats and stuff like that.
But even still,
But I'm saying
there's no way to do that safely because you still have no idea what you're doing or how to protect your opponent or yourself.
But he was semi-trained before he started background. He could have before wrestling training, so he trained a little bit. That's how he learned a little bit about the wrestling slams a little bit.
Yeah.
That's before he did the backyard stuff. So he knew how to land safely, taught everyone how to land safely. No one really got hurt in his organization. But I'm saying, if you don't know what we do, we don't get trained before that, properly, how to do slam stuff, we can get really hurt and dangerous.
Yeah. So here's my problem with backyard wrestling. You're not trained to do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I love your passion for the business. Don't get me wrong. I love that. But take that passion, take it to a wrestling school, and go do it the right way.
Yep.
Because what people fail to realize is that what we do is not fake. It is dangerous. It is very dangerous.
Hey, back.
And what we do as trained professionals, we are human. We make mistakes. We fuck up all the time. We get injured or worse. Look at what happened to Darren Drozdov.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a professional.
Yeah, basically what happened with that is someone threw a cup in the rain and it was wet and slippery. It wasn't really because he slipped on the liquid someone threw in the ring early in the match, where the match is. He slipped on it. That's why he landed.
Yeah. But even still, look at what happened to Big E.
Oh yeah, that was,
Look at what happened. Look at what happened to Kevin Owens. He just came back after 17 months off.
Yep.
Because of a neck injury.
Out of his injuries, yep.
And there was a point in time where he thought he would never be able to wrestle again. Look what happened to Edge. Edge broke his neck.
He
had neck issues. Ended up retiring in 2011, and then spent 9 years out of the ring before finally being able to come back.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at how dangerous pro wrestling is, people.
Yeah, it is.
And this is professionals. Trained professionals. If you're not trained on how to protect yourself or your opponent, what do you think is going to happen to you?
Exactly. Hey, Jerry, what's going on your end?
What do you mean? Is the camera acting up again, or what?
You're quiet.
Okay. Yeah.
Your microphone's up a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So moving on there. Let's talk about the injuries that you've suffered while wrestling, or experienced while wrestling.
If you don't understand him, he said injuries. What injuries did you have in wrestling? Is we trying to say. That was his question.
Sorry about that, guys. Family.
His microphone's a little creaky. I can hear him. He wants to know what injuries did you have as a wrestler so far?
Dislocated elbow, dislocated shoulder, torn ACL, 13 concussions.
Wow. That's a lot.
And that's just to name a few.
Yeah, you careful on the concussion thing.
Like I said, wrestling is not easy. It is dangerous. Accidents do happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any more questions, Jeremy?
Oh yeah.
No, well, not all of those concussions were from pro wrestling. Some of them were from high school wrestling too. But
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you understand now,
but still, very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
Let's go behind the curtain a little bit and talk about some things outside of the ring here. What do you do other than wrestling, such as what kind of work do you do, hobbies, sports, things like that?
Hobbies include spending time with my dogs, my family, like watching TV, drawing, just spending time with my wife, daughter, and our family that we have here with us, my brother, his wife, spending time with family is my biggest hobby, no matter what we're doing, and I love it. I'm a family man first and foremost.
He's asking
As far as what I do for work outside of wrestling,
right.
for those who live in Texas, I work in the online fulfillment department at the Paris, Texas Walmart.
Okay.
So if you ever order from Walmart online for pickup or delivery, specifically for pickup, there's a good chance you might see me there because I'm the one that runs your order out to you.
Yeah, I do that sometimes at my Walmart once in a while when they need help after our overnight's done. So.
Yeah. So if you're a fan and you live in or near Paris, Texas, if you ask me for an autograph, I will be happy to sign one for you.
Yep.
Sounds good. Let's see. What kind of sports do you like to watch?
Football, baseball, hockey, wrestling, obviously. Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling is my favorite, but that's not exactly news here because of what I do.
Right.
If I didn't love pro wrestling, I wouldn't have gotten into it in the first place. Me saying I love watching pro wrestling is as breaking news as other breaking news. Water, wet.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Good thing about this recording is my wife is not in the same room, so I can say okay you, and not get slapped for it.
Exactly. So what some people don't realize is that last time we were talking about different football topics as well. We had a good time there. So you were saying that your wife was a Texas Longhorn fan?
Yep.
And
I'm also a Texas Longhorn fan, but I chant OKU to get on her nerves. I chant OKU.
Yeah.
Like, watch this, gentlemen.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, baby. OKU. Okay.
What's Bill coming after you?
She just kicked me in the balls, guys.
You're that close. Oh my God, you're that close. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful being that close with a woman. That's kick you in the nuts.
I'll be singing like Mickey Mouse in the shower for a week.
Yeah.
Always go for you know what's been that mad.
So another thing is that we got Mike here from Buffalo, so he's gonna be more of a Buffalo Bills fan territory. You were from New York, the New York
Giants.
area. Yeah.
Right.
I'm a Giants fan.
Yes. You're
Although I do got to give props to my boys, the Giants. They play in New Jersey, but they still claim that they are a New York team. Because if I were them, I would be embarrassed to say New Jersey too.
Yeah.
The only team that's proud of New Jersey is the Devils, and they haven't won a Stanley Cup in what, over 20 years?
Yep.
And the next one's probably not coming for at least another 20.
Mm-hmm.
Much like the Cowboys.
Exactly like the Cowboys. The only thing Dak Prescott likes to do is drop balls, not throw them, apparently. The only thing he really throws is games.
Yeah.
So, the part of Texas that you're in, are you more in the Texans territory or the Cowboys territory?
I do live closer to where the Dallas Cowboys play.
Okay. So you see a lot of that fan base more so than the Texans.
Yes, although I do like the Houston Texans too. I am a football fan. I don't necessarily have a number. I mean, I have a number one favorite team. Obviously, the New York Giants. They're the number one on my top 10 list. But both the Cowboys and the Texans are on there too.
Yeah. Being from the Woodlands, it's always been very interesting to watch football and things because we're so close to NRG Stadium. Growing up, or when I was in high school, we would tour the NRG Stadium. Even have our opening day over at the stadium as well for high school football. That was a great experience my senior year. And yeah, I just wish that Texans had a good football team during that time. But at least we were very close to be Texans fans. And not many of us were actually Cowboys fans due to proximity. So, but
Yeah, I just like sports. I'm an athlete, so sports is what I do.
yeah,
Mainly pro wrestling.
yeah.
I also watch MMA and boxing too.
All right.
Like my favorite MMA fighter in the UFC of all time is Iceman Chuck Liddell.
Okay.
Chuck Liddell.
Mike, do you have any other questions at this time?
No, we did a lot on the first one. I'm trying to think of other. I can't think of any more.
All right.
Yeah, I ran out. Sorry, Vince. I ran out of questions.
It's okay. It's okay.
You got any more?
Yeah, I got one more question.
Okay.
It is a question that all wrestling fans, all wrestlers have heard throughout their entire career.
Mm-hmm.
The question that everyone hates asking or being asked.
You call it the big question.
I call it the forbidden question. It is, why do you love wrestling, and why should we care that is kayfabe or?
So why do I love wrestling?
Yep.
I mean, other than the fact that I grew up around the business, you schmuck. In all seriousness, though, I grew up around wrestling. It's been there for me my entire life, whether it be as a fan or as a worker. Wrestling has saved my life before I even met my wife. It got me through a lot of dark times. I owe my life to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
There were times where I was going through a real bad depression before I met my wife, and I'll be honest, I almost killed myself. I tried to. It didn't work. And what came on TV right after I got done trying to do that? Wrestling. And watching it made me feel better. I love wrestling because it saved my life.
Hey, Jeremy, did you see that video I sent you?
Are you talking about with Maxine and Austin Theory?
Yeah, like on the way out. I sent a video today. And we see her in that Maxine being carried out, and also she had her head above the door. He had her too high above the door. She smacked her head. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
So what do you guys think of Maxine Dupree turning on Otis and Tozawa?
I think it was a good idea.
I think she needed a heel turn.
They're getting too old. You know, they're not much of a teammate anymore. I think they're started changing a little bit since he got rid of her. So. Otis is a good wrestler. They've been both good wrestlers, but they're being misused. You know, with their talents. That's why that makes.
Honestly, they haven't really been used right since they split them up from Todd Gable.
Look what happened to Money in the Bank thing. You took it away from Otis and almost get into a title shot. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That guy ticked me off. He was a good champion. They use him.
I mean, Otis is a great worker. Do I think he is main event level yet? No.
There was a lot of guys when they won the belt. They weren't maybe that
I
well.
do think that what they could have done with Otis is what they did with Austin Theory when he had Money in the Bank. Is what they could have done with Otis. But do I think he's World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Champion material yet? No. Will he be? I hope he will be one day. But do I think he's at that level yet? No, I do not. He is a great worker, but he still has some improving to do before he is a main event player, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they gotta use them. They gotta use them more to get them ready for that. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I think they're releasing pretty soon. That's what I'm thinking.
TNA could pick him up and they could use him.
No, you should pick him up easy. He knows a good athlete. Anybody would take him. They lose him.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, TNA could take him if he gets released and after his non-compete is over.
AEW could take him.
AEW, TNA, MLW.
NWA, don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter on that.
There are a lot of great options out there. WWE is not the end-all, be-all like it used to be. It's not as much of a juggernaut as it used to be. There are other great companies out there.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Now, WWE is still the biggest of them all, but with how wrestling's going nowadays, that could change. It could very well be a even playing field over the next decade or so with how these companies are growing.
Yeah. I got a good question on that. Rumors are going around that they're thinking about that they think about selling it. I think about this man Airbus wants piece of it now. And I remember how it was that Endeavor's going to sell it. What do you think about that rumor? It's been going around for a couple of years. It's going downhill.
I don't think TKO or Endeavor selling it would be a great idea.
Well, it's not TKO. Endeavor invented TKO, so Endeavor still owns it, no matter what you call it. Endeavor itself, if I'm up the parent company, wants to sell it. And TKO don't want it. I'm just saying what's your opinion on that between those two forces?
As much respect as I have for Vince McMahon as a businessman, what he's done for the company, I think that with everything that's already gone on as it pertains to Vince McMahon, that if he really wants the business to survive, he should stay away from it.
Yeah.
As far as in that capacity goes.
Right.
He could be a consultant, but I don't think him running the show would be such a great idea. If I were Endeavor, I would just keep it the way it is. Do not sell.
And they're thinking about it, though, because the ratings haven't been doing too good at all, and then they had to do a lot of cutbacks because of it. Like half the wrestler salaries are being taken away. It's why releasing people that don't want their pay cuts. That's what they did recently to all the wrestlers. They cut their pay, and everybody else left it. They want pay cuts. That's what they're trying to do, survive. You know?
Yeah. But business will pick up because it always does.
What? Did you read what Jimmy just wrote on the messenger?
We got a former ECW champ. Who's watching?
Who is it?
Jason Knight.
Oh, my boy Jason. What's up, brother? How you doing today?
Oh, wow. That's cool.
What's up? What's up, Jason? How you been, brother?
I heard ECW fan, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So, Mr. Knight, if you're ever willing to come on the show, please message us and let us know.
We're just fans. We're doing interviews. We're just fans doing interviews. That's all we are.
Yeah.
I get paid for it or nothing. Just sitting here talking wrestling.
I have not talked to Jason in quite a while. I do need to hit him up again. But Jason is a good friend of mine who runs his own company. So if y'all do get to interview him, talk to him about that.
Okay.
And Jason, I would love to come work for you, brother. Just let me know when.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, bud, or I'm
Oh,
I'm all set.
oh yeah, yeah. So we were talking about the Maxine Dupree thing. Um, do you do you think that's odd on the love triangle that WWE's trying to do with Maxine Dupree by having her flirt with Otis during his matches against Austin Theory, um, despite the fact that she's clearly married to another wrestler, on-screen relationship with Austin Theory, and now they're trying to make it look like, oh, there was something going on between her and Otis before she turned heel. What?
The borrowed story. What they're doing with these love triangle stories is they're pretty much recycling the same stuff that they've done before. I mean, look,
Yeah.
Trish Stratus, Chris Jericho, and Christian.
Yep.
There's one.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley, Rusev, and Lana. There's another.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been done so many times. It's stale. Stop it.
Don't forget Summer Rae and
Fandango.
and Nick and all that when they did their thing before they
Yeah.
found out they were married, and then he had scrapped it after that. They were starting to do that a
Yep.
little bit. Then they scrapped it when they leaked they were getting married, so they scrapped that. So that went by fast. Didn't last very long.
Yeah. And also the Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan thing that happened. And
Then there's also John Cena, AJ, and CM Punk. That happened.
Yeah.
John Cena, Zack Ryder, and Eve also happened.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's been done so many times.
Started in the 80s, early 80s. First one, I think, if I
At
remember right,
this point,
Dusty Rhodes, Baby Doll, and what's the horseman's name? Blanchard. They had that love triangle going on. Because some Baby Doll and Blanchard were dating, and basically they decided to do a triangle for a short time.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, it's okay to use that storyline, but it's been done so many times now, it's stale. Let it go for a while and then do it again. But this time, make it better. Don't make it stupid. That's what they're doing now. It just looks dumb. It's not believable at all.
No. Yeah.
The whole premise of what we do, and I think Jason will agree with me when I say this, is that we, as workers following a story or making a story, need to make sure that it's believable.
Yes. And sometimes some stories just don't need to leave the writer's area, especially when there's a situation where someone can actually Google someone's name and look up exactly what's going on in their lives. For example, everyone knows that Rhea Ripley is married. Everyone knows Dominic Mysterio is married. Why would... I mean, yes, they're making it believable on the Dominic Liv thing. And they had to make it so believable that Buddy Murphy literally had to announce the engagement of Rhea Ripley just to keep them out of their DMs for saying, look at what your girlfriend's doing with Dominic Mysterio situation.
And I will give them props for that. They did make it very believable. That's what we're supposed to do.
Exactly. Exactly. If you don't make it believable, you're not doing a good job. And
if you're not making it believable, one, that you're losing money for the company instead of getting the company money.
Yeah.
And two, which in turn is going to give yourself less money.
Yeah. But
and two, it just makes you look bad if you're not making it believable, because
Right.
The company trusted you to do this the right way, and now you're shitting the bed.
Yeah. But would you say that would be too believable if the storyline causes your part, if you're in that storyline and it's become so believable that your wife files for divorce because of it?
I've seen it happen a few times.
I've heard it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there are the ones that happen backstage that didn't have a storyline behind it at all. That actually happened. Like, ask Mark Mero about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yes. Sable, yep. That issue.
Yep.
And even when some of the rest, like I said, you explained that, like some wrestlers usually sleep with everybody and their wife don't know about it. And sooner or later they file out they would sleep with their employees because they're on the road all the time. It has happened in a lot of divorces too.
Yep.
But that's the main ingredient about divorces is you don't know who they're sleeping with anybody and not keeping too away from the, they try to be faithful, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I mean, look at how many ex-wives Ric Flair has.
Yeah, definitely. Some were personal problems he had with some folks. He's kind of sort of violent a little bit with some of them. That's why some divorce because he's a little violent. So doesn't can't control his temper.
And then there's Jerry the King. And then there's Jerry the King Lawler.
Yep.
Look at how many ex-wives he has.
Three, I think now.
Yeah, being on the road can cause stuff like that to happen. Does it happen all the time? No, but it does happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's what I've seen in Dark Side of Wrestling. They do these lot of things. They happen to tell you what happens after outside, and the road does it to you. It's mostly tell you on Dark Side how they got divorces because the way it's been going on the road and how you get away from back home. And
Have you guys seen the Dark Side episode on Bruiser Brody?
yes.
Yeah, that was yep. He was faithful to her until he got killed.
Yep.
She never divorced him. She knew he was on the road. She knew he was trying to save money for the family, all his money back home.
Yeah, and that's because she knew that he's a good man, and he knew that she's a good woman. They had a great relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But what happened to Brody was a tragedy.
Yes.
Yes.
Guy got quitted on it.
Yeah.
Pissed me right off.
So, what do you think of the storylines where there's a very heated issue backstage? For example, the CM Punk, Kevin Owens issues that they've had for 20 years, that date back 20 plus years, and they had time to put water underneath the bridge over it. They're buddies backstage, but then they go into a storyline against each other and they have to bring those issues back up. What do you think of those storylines? Do you agree that they would need to bring those?
They make for good TV. They make for very good TV, and it's believable because it's based on things that actually happen. And if you can make money off of it, awesome. I enjoy these kinds of storylines because, one, it's very therapeutic for both parties, and it does often lead to water under the bridge. Look at Matt Hardy and Edge.
Yeah.
Look at CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Just to name a few examples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole thing that happened with, say, Matt Hardy and Edge, for example, was very, very real.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
The whole story.
But water under the bridge, and then they put it on TV, and they made it look good. They made lemonade out of the lemons that life had dealt them. That's what you do with these storylines. You work together in a professional manner. Even if you still don't like each other. It's about being a professional.
That's why he did that to put Matt. See which one goes to Raw, which one goes to SmackDown. Which that situation was really explosive. So he did a few matches, and then Matt lost. He went to SmackDown instead. So that's how the guy resolved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
The issue. She's never looked back.
All right, now you schmucks got any more questions for me?
I have no. This fuck has no questions.
No, no more questions.
I think that's all. So you
Yep.
made up. Plus the new questions we asked. So.
Yeah, I think we've got all the questions that we've had. We probably doubled up on part one by accident. Try to find the spot where we left off and things. Hopefully we did not leave some out or anything. But yeah, we still have our show for Sunday. So yeah. Other than that, this has been the Jazz08, also known as Jeremy J. Guillory, Classic Mike.
And all right, and I'm Vincent Cantoni on social media. You can find me Instagram at Vincent_Cantoni_wrestling. On Facebook, I am Vincent Cantoni.
Mm-hmm.
And on YouTube, I am Vincent Cantoni Wrestling.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep. And you can find us on Facebook by following the Broken Turnbuckle. I know that we're doing Facebook Live on my own personal profile right now, but it's all we can do for the moment until we get enough followers to do Facebook Live on the Broken Turnbuckle. Everything gets posted on later on. You can also find us on YouTube by searching for Broken Turnbuckle or the Jai08. Please like, share, subscribe if you're on Facebook, follow.
Yep.
Subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow if you're on Facebook. Find me on Cameo. Other than that, thank y'all and good night. Goodbye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Good night, everybody.